Hey guys, welcome to the Kunal Call again. I'm joined by Prince. Thank you for joining me again, bro. And again, this week we have seen since the last time we did the podcast, we had two group of matches happening. The matches happened twice, and very interesting things happened. United winning back to back, Arsenal drawing and losing again.
Yep.
I want to talk to you about Arsenal. Yeah, this is the first topic I'm actually going to be concerned now.
Yeah.
What has happened? What has happened to the club? What has happened?
This is just, I mean, it just keeps going on and on. At this point, I'm actually genuinely surprised at the slump that they're going, at the rate that they just keep losing games now. And I mean, this time they had no Aubameyang. They were pretty toothless, no real threat, same as they have been looking for a while now. So, um, yeah, I mean, at this point, I just really don't know what's going on. I mean, I just feel like a lot of these players are just not like right now. It's a massive confidence factor, I think, from the looks of it as well. That too, a lot of players that aren't really good enough right now to play for this club, for namesake wise. I just feel like, and yeah, I mean, I think Arteta is still also struggling to get that morale up now because like it's such a big challenge for him to do. So I mean, there's so many factors right now that I mean, Arsenal need something big. They just need that one win. Literally, just one win can change everything for them.
No, but you're talking about one win. But do you think even one win will make a difference? Because the team is so bad. You have to be very realistic here. They're fighting relegation, and they're 14 points
Mm-hmm.
right now in 14 games. That's
Mm-hmm.
embarrassing. First of all, I want to ask you: do you think Arsenal are a big club? Like genuinely, I want to ask you: like, are they a big club? The fans of their club are like, oh my god, we deserve. They treat themselves like they're like United, but they're not.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, look, historically, Arsenal. I mean, Arsenal Football Club always going to be known as Arsenal. But I guess if you're talking about right now, they probably I would compare them to AC Milan or something like that because
Yeah,
it's been a while since we've really seen AC Milan or put them in the same bracket as being a big club, compared to like in their league at least Juventus and let's say like a Barcelona, Real Madrid, like they used to, which
correct.
Arsenal I think are now. I think they're pretty much definitely fall in that bracket because when was the last time they won the Champions League as well? I think what three
They
four
haven't
years
won
ago.
Champions League. They haven't won
Champions
Champions
League.
League, bro. They haven't won
No,
Champions
when
League
was
in
the last time they were in the Champions League? That too.
16 to 17. I think that's what that was the year.
16, 17. Yeah. So that alone already says like I mean they haven't been up there for a while. They were I think they're in the same position also that Liverpool were in the beginning of the decade. Which
Yeah,
and at that point also you could Liverpool weren't really like just they didn't really just seem like a big club anymore.
yeah.
So yeah, I think Arsenal are definitely going through that transition right now. Like I definitely wouldn't put them in the same bracket as a lot of like if I was to someone was to tell me name the top 10, 15, 20 clubs in the world right now, I don't think I would not put Arsenal there.
No, you wouldn't because the players are not playing for the manager. The manager is clearly out of his depth. But it depends on the owners also. The owners are not helping the managers. How many? If they sack Arteta, who the hell will come to Arsenal? Who? Okay,
That's
if
the thing.
they're talking about or they would sign someone in the transfer window, who will come? Who will be
Yeah.
who in the right sense of mind would be like, you know what, I'll go to Arsenal and play for Arsenal and help them out of relegation. I think DT said in one of his podcasts with Turkish. I'm going to talk about AFTV here because I was they keep making us laugh because it's
Please
free
do.
content and stuff. But what I don't get from these guys is they consider themselves as this fan base that really care for the club. They might,
Mm.
they really might, but the way they react after results is
Yeah.
something that you'd never see. Because I understand DT's frustration when he threw this through his phone, but he has
Mm-hmm.
backed his manager and he's compared him to Emery, and someone actually made a valid point, and then he threw it.
Mm-hmm.
He threw the
Mm-hmm.
phone. It didn't
Mm-hmm.
break. That's a different thing. But he says that Bruno Fernandes came in and he changed United's fortune in a
Yeah.
way, and obviously we
Yeah.
came third because of him. He says that Arsenal need a Bruno Fernandes. Even if Bruno Fernandes goes to Arsenal now, they still won't come in top 10. They're so bad at defense.
Mm-hmm.
You have to really think about the fact that okay, Bruno came in a team where you had already forwards like Marshall, Greenwood, and
Mm-hmm.
Martial. Yeah, the
Mm-hmm.
midfield he had Pogba. Yeah, but Pogba was not playing at that time. and he had Fred, McTominay, and Matic, and
Yeah.
Bruno came in, and they had one of the best goalkeepers in the world, David De Gea.
Yeah.
But but do you think Arsenal fans have really got ahead of themselves in terms of like comparing or thinking that club would be in the top four this season?
I mean, that's always going to be the hope. They're always going to keep thinking that. I mean, they're used to at least, finishing close to the top four or like, chasing Europe. And ultimately, over the last 3 years, it has been falling. So they're still used to that right now. And they obviously that thought will be in their mind, like, we still do it every season. We maybe always find a way. So that, I mean, I can see why obviously they're going to keep thinking that, maybe we will still like it's still unthinkable to think that we're in this situation and we're not going to finish anywhere higher. But I mean, at some point now you have to face a reality, like we can, like I said, like I mean, like even the way I said in the beginning, like it takes one win, like one thing can change, but right now it's hard to see. Like you either need like you need new players in, you need change the whole team, but that's not going to happen anytime soon. Like that's not going to happen in one transfer window. They don't have
Yeah.
the right backing, they don't have the right board to do that. Like Cronky or whoever is not going to put all the money in like for one summer and be like, okay, you know what, let's sell everyone, let's get everyone, like let's change the whole team. That's not going to happen. Like if it hasn't happened yet now in the last how many years, it's not going to happen anytime soon. Like and unless it takes like an incredible manager to really stamp his authority. Like I can't think of who, but I mean, I think yeah, they're destined to be in the slump for at least a couple of years now. I can like easily, like I can't see them making any top four anytime soon, or even getting close to it. Maybe close to it, but yeah,
Top
I think
top
Arsenal
this year they won't even come top 10. Forget about top four.
they won't.
Top
Yeah,
10 they can't.
they have to get used to it. I think they just have to get used to it right now.
They were like sad because of last year's result. They came eighth, and there's luckily, by the looks of it now, they luckily won the FA Cup. But man, you have to really analyze. Okay, let's compare United and Arsenal. The one thing I'll say about United that is that we have a board that spends money.
Hmm.
Even if their money spent is shit, they spend money. But
Mhm.
since Ole has come in, there has been recruitments that are good for the club. You see Traore
Mhm.
coming now, you see Pelistri coming now, a winger that we need. You see Cavani. When Cavani was saying, people were like, "What is going on in Ole's head? He's crazy." But look, you can look at the difference in the team when he comes and plays.
Mhm.
And obviously Bruno is there, and the way he's handled the Pogba situation, and obviously Van der Beek as a signing. There is a
Yeah.
sense like there's a sense of control by the manager, in
Yeah.
United. And now we are hearing that there's a director of football possibility this year that they will want it to be done. So that rumor is there, and they will, because see, the January for I'm talking about Arsenal now. I'll talk about United later. But Arsenal for me are in big trouble because if they lose to Chelsea and Brighton, which I expect them to, because they're not playing well. And even the
Mhm.
manager confirmed Arteta that tomorrow City
City.
Aubameyang not
Yeah.
there for a Capital One Cup. So you're not going to win tomorrow. City will kill you. But I think
That's
City not being that strong would have given Arteta a chance to win if his team was playing well. His team is not even playing well.
exactly. That's the thing. That's the thing. And City, I mean, like not City, sorry, Arsenal. One thing that's interesting about them is that in the last couple of years, like even though they do struggle in the league, somehow they always perform in cup games. Like
Yeah,
somehow, some way, they always perform in cup games. I think that little trend might end tomorrow. Like I can't see them beating City even with this whole trend of them, performing better in cup games. I expect it fully to end right there, but. Yeah, I mean that's the only thing they can bank on. Like that's the only thing they have been banking on. I think the fact that they've also been winning the FA Cup also, I like how many times they won the FA Cup in the last decade alone, that too as well surprises
six,
me.
seven times maybe.
But yeah, and the thing is as well, like yeah, when you look at like if you compare United, like obviously we are getting players in, etc., and we are like we play them. We have like a rotation, like we try to keep a balance. So with Arsenal, they have a lot of political issues as well, because when you think about the Ozil situation, you even think
Yeah,
about Saliba, William Saliba, young centre back who they bought, is not injured, he's not alone, nothing. He's there. He's not getting game time because apparently he's considered not good enough. He apparently they want to send him on a loan. When his
yeah,
centre back teammate who played with him at I think it was Tulu, I can't remember which French team, is doing bits at Leicester, Fofana.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure you bring in Saliba in this team right now, he will easily make a difference. You bring Ozil in this team right now, he could make a difference. And they do need a creative spark anyway. So like they're literally restricting themselves in that way because of like political issues that are keeping them out of the squad. At least Ozil mainly as well. Saliba, I don't know why they don't play, but yeah, that's the thing. Like, if they can't sort that out, then how do they expect to, progress?
Yeah, and like I was saying the games yesterday, like how United were banking on what do you say, youngsters. Saka was the only player who was doing something. Martinelli came on, he did some bits. So I can expect them to like tomorrow. Maybe pace might be a big issue against City because these two are young kids who want to prove themselves. So I can see that might cause a problem for City because they're not good defending wise. Also, not. This year for me, City are not coming top four. They're not coming. If you say United, like realistically with what's going on right now, like if United keep winning, like obviously we want them to keep winning, but
Yeah.
for me it's going to be Liverpool, United, Tottenham, and Chelsea. That's a top four for me. City won't be there. Arsenal won't be there, but City won't come because City are looking weak somehow, some way. He's grinding on results. Pep Guardiola 3 years ago was on top of the food chain. He was scoring goals left, right, center, and now he is really, really struggling because he's actually having now two CDMs in his games, and that's
Mm.
unheard of. Because obviously
Hmm.
Aguero is not playing, so he has to rely on Jesus. But
Yeah.
but if you look at City and United now, United are ahead in terms of the quality they have on the bench. But yeah, we need a centre back. One thing I will say, we need a centre back. I hope we get centre
Yep.
back in January. So let's go to United. Arsenal fans, I'm sorry, but you're in a relegation fight and you're not a big club anymore. I'm sorry, you're done.
Yeah, used to it. Yeah, used to Arsenal fans.
Manchester United winning back to back. Pretty good results. What do you say in terms of like we defeated Sheffield and Leeds. I was actually shocked with the Sheffield third goal. I think we were brilliant in that. The third goal, like one touch football, Pogba, Bruno, Greenwood, then Rashford, Bruno to Martial to Rashford, and scoring a goal. And that really showed me that okay, this team is quick on confidence. And 3-2, yes, again in the 3-2 defensive mistakes. Again, same thing. We can see from a mile away. But
Yeah.
yesterday, I was very shocked. Like I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it with that McTominay's goal twice. He's
Yeah.
scoring back to back, and
In
then
3 minutes.
yeah, in 3 minutes, and he's apparently the first player to score two goals in 3 minutes.
In the
So
Premier League, yeah.
that's really amazing. What do you think about United right now?
They're looking. I mean, at this point, like I don't know what to expect from United. Like
Yeah.
we have slumped some pretty poor defeats this season, but like we will then end up turning it around. And I think yesterday was probably, yeah, like I said, probably the most surprising performance I've seen because like we still think, like, for us, the way we're thinking about United right now is like, yes, we can beat everybody. I mean, like anybody if we play well on our day.
Yeah.
But like I didn't think we would like have a game where we'd score six or anything like that. But like let's say if you compare it to Arsenal, I mean Arsenal is just no comparison right now. But with
Yeah, right
United,
now.
we actually have quality. We have players actually like fighting, playing, like trying to prove themselves. Obviously, our defense is still an issue.
Well, we need a
But
centre back. It's very evident that we need one
yeah,
centre
that
back
and that
quality.
can change the whole back line as well because
Yeah.
one center back, one solid center back there. Let's say you take out Lindelof, so one center back with Maguire, or you take out Maguire. It's most probably going to be Lindelof being
The Maguire
replaced.
can't go.
That can change
Yeah.
exactly. So that'll change the whole aspect of it. And yeah, I mean, once I'm pretty sure Alex Telles is going to start getting more game time over Shaw as well. Which, to be fair, Shaw hasn't been playing too badly since he's come in.
But it's a good thing
So
we have options on the bench and on the team. This is the first
exactly,
time. This is the first time since I think Ferguson that there's a threat on the bench. There's a threat on the field. The first time,
yeah,
really, like yesterday,
yeah,
like people were saying you have Cavani and Van de Beek on the bench and we're winning 5-1.
mm-hmm.
Like bringing them on. So you'll
Pogba
never
on the bench as well.
exactly. Pogba didn't even play yesterday, which is a good thing.
Yeah,
I agree with that because what's the point? We're winning 4-1. He can come and get injured. We need him for now. The main matches, three matches we have back to back
yeah.
Christmas time.
And I mean, it's also, I mean, a lot of our players have improved as well. Like Fred, I keep watching Fred. Like I'm so surprised. I'm pleasantly surprised at how much he's improved in the last
Yeah.
year or so. Because I mean, yesterday, like he had, like there was that one run I think for the Fernandez. Was it the? I think it was
Third goal, third
United's
goal.
third goal.
Yeah, yeah.
Third goal, yeah. Like when he just ran and he passed it inside to Marshall. I thought he was gonna pass it like all the way, like on the. I mean, thought he was gonna pass it wide. But then
Yeah,
like
yeah.
right there, I thought, "Oh, that's quite. I mean, that's actually quite clever from Fred. I didn't expect that. But that's what I mean. Just he's also a hard worker. McTominay, you could see him like he up till the 90th minute, he just kept running. He kept going forward. So like the hunger is there. It has been. Fernandez, I mean, and we've got the quality there. So we're looking good right now. We are looking good right now. Like we are prone to slip. Like again, I don't know what to expect with this team. Like we can easily slip up anytime. But it's good to know that we still have enough quality to stay confident in every game and think that okay, like they compared again. Let's say compare Arsenal fans because they're the easiest one right now to compare, where they'll
You
be
know,
going in every game thinking, oh, I
I'll
don't know,
be
but
very
for us,
sorry to
yeah,
interrupt, but I'll just say one thing that compared to if we when we are comparing ourselves to United, sorry, we're comparing ourselves to Arsenal. One thing I will say that we're taking it game by game. We're not
yeah,
jumping forward.
yeah, yeah,
We're taking it game by
100%.
game and we're seeing, okay, you know what? Okay, we won this. So we won at Sheffield. We were like, okay, let's go to Leeds. We won at Leeds. Let's go to Everton. Even Ole was like, dude, it's not even half a season done. Yeah, we have not reached February, March. There's no title challenge. We are focusing on
Yeah,
each and every game, and that makes a difference. That makes a difference in the
that's
team.
true.
And McTominay yesterday was scoring goals. It's very nice to see that you have different players scoring at different times. Yesterday, Rashford didn't do anything, but we still won. So you need that. Sometimes, okay, a person might not be that effective one day. And yesterday, Martial had like 3 assists, yesterday. And he was
Yeah,
not three, I think. I think two. Yeah, 2 or 3 assists maybe.
true. Yeah,
No,
yeah,
sorry, three. So you can see that, you know what? Okay, someday Rashford might not be working, so Martial is working. Someday Bruno is not working, so McTominay is working. So you can see
yeah.
that there is options on the team, so in the team to score goals, and that's what's very unique about United right now. That you never expected this
Mm,
to happen because
yeah,
obviously when someone actually compared Ole and Pep, and he said that Ole is a better manager than what people say it in the media because there's a witch hunt against him. They want him out. But
of course.
if he wins this spare game, he's second. But I'm not getting ahead of time thinking, oh man, he's the best manager. No, I'm taking it game by game. That is it. You have to be
Mm.
realistic also as fans.
No,
So
of course.
we are going to play Everton, and we're going to play who are we playing? Leicester on the weekend. What do you think is going to happen
Leicester.
against Everton day after tomorrow and Leicester? Pretty big
Well, the
games.
fact that tomorrow is a cup game, of course. So I
No, tomorrow, day
mean,
after.
there'll probably be
Tomorrow is City's
day
game.
after, oh, day after. Sorry.
Yeah,
So there will definitely be some rotation, and usually that usually gives us a better chance. But again, I say better chance, but we have beaten Everton obviously before the season. What about a month ago, 2 months ago at
yeah,
Goodison? So we're going
yeah.
back there. Um, I do expect us to go through. To be honest with you, I actually really do expect us to go through because I feel like even Everton right now, on and off. So, and we are in good form. So I think I do expect us to go through. Leicester will be. Is that away?
Yeah,
At
away. All right.
yeah, that's going to be a challenge because Leicester are obviously they're third. They're right. Wait, they no, we're third. So they're fourth. Then I
Yeah,
think
fourth, yeah, fourth, yeah.
they're fourth. So that's going to be a challenge for sure. But
Yeah.
again, we've shown that we're. I mean, we can stand these kind of challenges. So and we have such a attacking threat that we can easily just catch them out, and then that also bolster bolster our confidence, shackle theirs. So yeah, I mean Leicester, I think we can avoid. I think well not can, we will avoid defeat in my opinion.
Well,
I
Leicester
just
is
don't know if
second,
it's
yeah.
gonna be less, huh?
Leicester is second.
Oh yeah, they are. Yeah, because they beat Tottenham. Yeah, yes, yes, correct.
Yeah. So
I
what do you
mean,
think? Hmm.
yeah, I mean, thing is, like obviously, one thing you said is true. Like we shouldn't get ahead of ourselves because also and taking it game by game because even when you look at Leeds, yes, we scored six. Yes, we played well. We still showed our defensive vulnerability. Like
Yeah, we did, man.
Leeds
David
were,
made some brilliant saves, man. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
We're two brilliant
Back
saves, like
to
the
the
back
one
post
where he
thing.
uses leg
Yeah.
and all sorts of things like that's
Yeah.
classic De
And,
Gea right there.
and same thing, back post, same thing, man. It's so simple, man. You can just like figure out, like, as a fan, you're like, "Arey, kya kar raha hai, bhai? What are you doing, man,
Uh,
Bissaka?" Just
yeah,
defend. And obviously, we won against Leeds because they were also attacking. But against Leicester, it's the same game plan. Like, Fred and McTominay are going to start. Definitely, they're going to start now. I think Pogba might start tomorrow. Oh, sorry, day after tomorrow against Everton. I think he might play Pogba because on the weekend, because this is the best thing about squad depth. You have rotation. I
yeah,
think Bruno might not start. I think he will rest Bruno. Bruno might start with Pogba and Matic. And on the
yeah.
weekend against Leicester, we and Bruno might come off against Everton because obviously you need to score the first goal and that's it. That's game done. Like 2-3 0. That's it. But when you go to Leicester, I think Fred McTominay is going to be there and Bruno is going to be there. That's like a standard option right now. And James, bro, James played well. He made a big case for himself.
James did play well. It's good to see. It's good to see, and that just increases our depth as well. The fact that
Exactly.
because usually James is sitting on the bench, but you think like, okay, right now what's he gonna offer? He'll just run, but what more? He can't really do more. But like now, this is gonna get his confidence up so much, and like he now we can actually consider him like a viable attacking threat. Like thinking, oh, we've got James on the bench, maybe he'll make a difference. Like we need our bench to be looking like that. Looking at it, going yeah, he can make a difference. He can make a difference. Not just yeah, he's not really playing too well. So yeah, I'm really happy to see that for sure.
And then Cavani is
The
there,
the
bro.
day exactly, and the day, let's say, imagine Lingard gets a start, scores, and you think, oh, nah, we've got another option.
Yeah,
So
because
and
it,
or even Mata as well. Like
Mata is there. We
options
have
are there.
Cavani. We have Pogba. We have Van de Beek.
Van de
It's,
Beek.
but I think the defensive thing I am concerned about because we have two left backs and two right backs. Lindelof and Maguire playing every single game. I think Tuanzebe might start tomorrow or Baez might start tomorrow because you need to rest these guys. You can't keep playing them, man. It's Christmas
Good.
period. You need to really like save your team because some people are saying the Everton game is not that important. Leicester's game is more important because people want to improve in the Premier League, the Capital One Cup. Okay, if you win and if City win, so it will be City, us, and Tottenham also are playing, and then Newcastle's game is going to be there. I think Newcastle. Let me check. I think Newcastle in the Capital One Cup. It's crazy, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, thing is with the defense, honestly, I think Maguire is untouchable right now. Like if you've given him captaincy, like he is untouchable in that point. Unless he really starts making like some serious errors, then like
Yeah,
they're not gonna drop him. And Lindelof will like he keeps his place also because I mean he still does things like in the Sheffield game. I don't know if you remember the long ball he played for Martial's goal. Like
yeah,
I mean that was
and
class. That was
he
class.
scored yesterday, bro. He scored yesterday.
And he scored yesterday, exactly. So he keeps making a case for himself. So like it's hard to drop these guys when they actually do something. Like even though the defense still looks shaky all around, then you look at the contributions they're making and be like, I mean, right now because it's not serious errors that's leading us to losing, etc. It's hard to just change the system, keep
I
them
think
in, keep their
when
confidence going.
when you talk about defense in terms of like the near post, sorry, the back post problem that
Yeah,
we have, always Bissaka is the one who makes the errors because he's going towards Lindelof too much. I don't know why. If you play Williams over there, like Brandon Williams, you wouldn't have a problem with that. You wouldn't have. I think he's more defensively stable when it comes to like defending, like cross balls, like to the far post. I think Williams is much better in that. But that's something like we obviously know Bissaka is great at one on one. Man, he's so good. Like
one.
you
That's what I
can't.
was gonna say. Yeah, that's what I was
He's
gonna say.
so let's end the topic of United. Our last topic I want to talk about is Spurs. We thought that they were really making progress, but lost back to back to
Yeah,
Liverpool and Leicester. I think it's a very disappointing week for Mourinho because I really rate him, and I thought that they are doing something, but again losing to Liverpool last minute was a slobber knocker. Honestly, like you can't lose, man. 1-1 Anfield, take that point, go and be happy. But when you lose, and again Leicester, bro, so unlucky, man. They were like own goals and penalties and stuff like that. So, what do you think? Spurs, can they come back this week with the Capital One Cup, particularly? I think they are favorites if they win tomorrow. You know, because they haven't won a trophy
yeah.
for so many years. I think Mourinho will go like, you know what? Even if they win tomorrow, they'll be like, you know what? It has been a good week. No problem. We lost two matches. No problem. We'll go tomorrow. We'll win the match, win the semi-finals. And semi-finals one leg, not two legs in Capital One Cup. And
Yeah,
we
yeah, yeah, yeah.
just now half an hour ago, I got an update saying that the Capital One Cup final is pushed to April. It was in Feb. It's pushed to April just now because of the
Oh,
coronavirus restrictions in UK. They want a crowd in in the stadium, so they're like, we'll postpone it just because we want a crowd.
oh, okay. That is news for sure. That is
Yeah,
news to me. Wow.
just now it happened. Just now it happened. So I think teams will be like, you know what? If we get in the final, we have to think about it in April because we don't want to think about it now. So what do you think?
Okay.
Spurs, can they win the Capital Cup? Honestly.
Well, they can. Of course,
Hmm.
they can. They've got Stoke City, if I'm not mistaken,
Right.
away. So, and then obviously, if we win, if City beat Arsenal and whatnot, and who else is there?
Newcastle and Brentford. That's no, but nothing.
Newcastle and Brentford. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they have all. I mean, they have all the chance to do it. And Mourinho, obviously, we know he's capable of winning trophies. So, but the league, I mean, I think it was 2 3 weeks ago when we were talking that I really want to see Spurs win the league, etc. etc. And since then, they've not won a single game.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really weird. Like, I mean, Spurs. It's always hard to get your hopes up for Spurs, especially this early. Like, they're always gonna have. I mean, they were unlucky against Leicester for sure. They couldn't score, but they were unlucky to concede. And seeing Mourinho like sort of, I think this is the second game in a row where he said, "The better team lost." I mean,
But
it's
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 true.
kind of bait. It's true against Liverpool. It was more true.
Because even
Leicester, I thought, were very good in general.
Bergwijn missed such a good chance, man, to make it 2-1. Like hit the post. I'm like
Yeah,
that. If that's where that's going in, bro. Like you can't miss those chances,
but
whoever you
even
are.
but even even Leicester had a goal that was called offside, which apparently wasn't offside. So,
Really?
like, I
I
mean,
didn't
they
see that.
had, yeah, because Madison was 1-on-1 with Lloris, and
Yeah.
his arm was offside. But you can only be offside with the part of your body which you can score from, not your hand. So, like, the rule keeps always has its
Change.
flaws.
Yeah. Okay, they keep changing. But if imagine if Arsenal win tomorrow against Man City and Spurs win and they're facing each other in the semi-final, that'll be crazy, bro.
That I'm here for. I am here to see that. I will be watching that watch along for of AFTV the whole way through. That's gonna be
And I want
something else.
Spurs to win that match, man. I want to just like Arsenal to like, just like go into the deep ends of like pain, to lose to Tottenham again in the semi-finals. And if Spurs go to the final and face United, it's going to be Mourinho versus United. It's going to be crazy. Like I would want to win tomorrow, but I wouldn't want to face a shit team like Brentford and Newcastle. Like that's what I want.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to face City or like Spurs because they're
Of course,
strong teams. And
of
this,
course.
with the football, obviously now UK going again to tire or restrictions again.
Tier
It's like
four, yeah.
and I think it's going crazy again in UK. I think new strain of coronavirus and again the same nonsense. And I'm glad that people those countries have banned travel from their country to this country. I'm glad they've been quick
Mm-hmm.
this time rather than the last time where everything was open and 3 weeks later everything is being getting closed. You just close now
Yeah,
and there will
yeah.
be no any problems. But how important football is to people, like this is my one more question. Like during these times, especially when you and I are big football fans, and we have Aditya, we
Mm-hmm.
have so many people who we know who are football
Mm-hmm.
fans. How
Yeah,
big of a difference does it make? Because we all are stuck inside our houses. We can't do jack. Yeah.
yeah.
Like why football is so important? Can you give me a reason?
That's quite a question, actually. That is quite a. I mean, you know, let's look at it this way. Obviously, we are as football fans. We've grown up watching football. We've been accustomed to sitting at either in front of our TVs every single weekend, watching our team play, watching and it's just part of our life now, right? It's just part of our weekly cycle. So it's something we're now programmed as hardcore football fans to do, and you
Hmm.
take that away, and that's like that feels like that's a part of your life that's missing now, and that's the beauty of the sport. That's the beauty
Yeah.
of sports in general. But that's the thing, like, because it becomes so attached, like it's such to your whole system, program, like the way you program and your mindset, that you take that away, it's such a big loss. And I mean, we realized that when football had to stop because of the whole pandemic, and when they brought it back, like, I mean, for me, the joy was unprecedented. I was over the moon. I was like, I can't believe. It took some time to get used to watching it without fans, because again, also that's something we're so used to seeing. But like, once you start watching a couple games, then you realize that at least the football is back, and they still make it a decent watching experience. They have the crowd noises, and to me, that makes such a big difference. Honestly, I actually like, because sometimes for some Champions League games, Europa League games, and other leagues, they don't put the crowd noises, but
Yeah,
for the Premier League, they have been doing, and
yeah,
to
they
me, that
have.
makes such a big difference, because you totally forget that there's no crowd, because anyway, you're
Correct,
not there. So,
correct.
and you're just watching the match, and then it's like everything's back to normal that way, and that's what we want. That's what we keep looking forward to every weekend. So, but like, that's just us. And I'm thinking about the fans in the UK, thinking about the fans in Europe in general, who have season tickets, go to the stadiums every week. That's a huge, like, that's something like we can't comprehend yet. That we can only imagine so far. But that alone is even much more bigger of a loss, because not only is that part of your daily routine or weekly routine, sorry, to just sit and watch the match. That's their travel every week. That's their, oh, I miss taking the train, going to the stadium, going in, like, sitting there, blah, 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 all sorts of things. So, like, just because of how often and how much you keep doing it, and because of how
Yeah.
much we love the sport, it's
Mm.
it's always gonna, be a big chunk of our life that's
No,
either getting taken away, or that's
with
always
like,
there.
we're talking about like how important football is to us. I think too much football is also bad for the players. I think
Oh,
when
for the
you're
players, yeah.
for the player, because especially this season, because when the last year was obviously the pandemic shut it down, and then again it started again, and now it's been again and again football, again and again football, again and again. I think obviously whatever you said, I'm agreeing with you. Like, we can only comprehend as to how it feels to go to games. We wish we go there. We want to be there and talk to
Yeah.
fans and really be in that atmosphere.
I mean, for me, I've been to 3 Premier League games, but I wish I could have been to more. Like, I mean, compared to people who have season tickets and go every single week for
Which games
19
have you
games.
been?
Like, sorry.
Which games you have gone to?
Funny enough, the first Premier League game I've been to is at the Emirates Stadium, Arsenal versus Everton, in 2016, and
Really?
they won. Yeah, they won. This is like November, and they went top of the table with that win.
Ah,
So
okay, correct, correct, correct.
yeah, and the best game I've seen is, unfortunately, I've not seen United play.
Hmm.
But the best game I've seen was Southampton versus City at St. Mary's. Southampton beat City 4-2. Sadio Mane hat trick, Virgil van Dijk header. And that too, City losing 4-2. Like, if I was going to see City play before United, I'd want to see that happen. And that's what happened.
But how is the
And then I
experience of
saw
Southampton? As compare
Southampton, incredible.
which
Yeah,
stadium
go
you've
on.
been to? You've been to Emirates, you've been to Southampton, and you've been to one
And
more.
Bournemouth.
They say
I've
Bournemouth
been
is
to
quite.
Bournemouth and Southampton are like 45 minutes apart, because I studied in Bournemouth, so Southampton was like right there anyway. And
Oh, okay.
Bournemouth, tiny, tiny stadium, but again, good atmosphere, decent. I saw them against Huddersfield though. It was,
Yeah.
yeah. So that wasn't
But
really the best game, but it was okay.
but I hope that they come to, I hope fans get back. I hope this coronavirus gets over, because it's getting to our heads now, because it's been a year of adjusting to it rather than
Yeah,
living with it.
yeah,
And it's pretty exciting for fans for football, because you can see that with United coming up, and with Liverpool, like, playing well, and Arsenal, because
yeah,
for me, AFTV and Troops TV and UVC are become the channel that I want to see. But at some time I feel bad for these guys, because, and I sometimes I feel happy also, because they gas up themselves too much. Oh, we are the best on
yeah.
this. But when I hear what do you say, a fan like QVC, for example, who I'm a big follower,
Hmm.
he speaks proper sense. He is never
Yeah,
ahead of himself. He never like, he praises other teams as well. You know, but when I see guys like DT, who I think is very very, he gets very over the top. When he wins, he's very up. When he loses,
yeah.
and when he loses, he has nothing to say. And then Ty
Mm-hmm.
again, the delusion level 1000%. He claps every single time they lose. Why are you clapping for, bro? Why are you clapping?
Even I find that annoying. I keep watching that. I'm like, I'm surprised nobody's like threatened to do something. Like, I'm so surprised.
No, but that is the uniqueness of like football. You know, you can see someone being too positive, someone being very um focused on the result that's
Yeah,
happening now.
it's
And
so subjective to how people view the game and how people view like the highs and the lows. Of course,
but that's the beauty of it. That I think that's the beauty of football. Like you have different fans.
hundred
So
percent.
we'll end the stream today at this particular point. Thank you, Prince, again for joining me. It's always a pleasure. And
Pleasure, man.
let's hope United keep winning, and we'll keep having streams every 3 to 4 days. Like because so many matches are happening every two days. There's matches. I'm like I can't keep having streams now. You know, I'm
Yeah,
I'm working also and I'm doing this also. Like it's not easy. But you know,
yeah. This is the Christmas period as well. It's gonna get busy.
yeah, and obviously when Christmas time in Dubai is like people are having fun and enjoying, so you can also go out and some have some fun. But you know, we want
Yeah,
to see football matches also, but you can't have streams every single day. So thank you again. I'll people who are seeing this, please keep watching the channel, like and share and subscribe to the channel. Thank you, Prince, again for watching. Sorry for joining me, and again also for watching if you're doing it separately.
of course, of course.
Yeah, man. So take care and peace.
Take care, guys.
Take care, man.